Right, so we know Carsley will take charge of the November internationals, but there are mixed messages surrounding the manager's job. Mark's back with us. This kind of sums it up, doesn't it? The question mark on the head. Where do we stand with Gareth Southgate's permanent successor?
Well, I think the most important thing to point out here is that the FA are relaxed and they're taking their time, doing their due diligence. They're giving Lee Carsley the opportunity and they just want to wait and see before making this big, huge decision. Will, there are 605 days until the World Cup. That's the next big tournament that England are taking part in. So actually, they've got plenty of time to make this decision and get it right. We know that Lee Carsley has been given 3 international camps. He's just coming towards the end of the second, and the FA just taking their time to review their options before they make their move.
So Carsley said he's been given 3 international camps. He said that many, many times, hasn't he? England assessing their options. Could they be waiting for, you know, a bigger name, perhaps like Pep Guardiola? And Roy Keane was adamant that that's the man that England should be going for, right?
Yeah, go for Pep. That was what Roy Keane said on ITV last night. You have to say that if the England FA wait, there could be very different candidates available, say, in March and April next year compared to what's available now. We know that Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter, Eddie Howe are all on their radar. However, they're yet to make moves as of yet for someone who they think could be the right person. This is what obviously Roy Keane said, Sky Sports pundit, you know, go for Pep, the best man for the job. You know, his trophy cabinet is laden with silverware. He knows how to get the job done. And also, he can play with the style that the FA would require. Now, this is what he did say. The FA have to go after the right guy, whoever that is. Whether finances play a part in it, the FA have to get busy and find the right man. Go for Pep. Go for the best. Pep's contract is up in the summer, which is quite interesting as well, because, of course, we know that he could sign an extension at Manchester City, but we know that there are changes happening at the club. We know that Cheeky's leaving as well, the sporting director, who's played a prominent role. But also, Pep was on an Italian chat show last night and was asked about his future and, of course, links to England. Here's what he said. Leaving City? It's not true. I haven't decided yet. And it is not even true that I will be the next England coach. If I decided to stay, I would say it. I don't know either. Anything can happen. So it's just left a little bit open-ended at the moment. He didn't completely rule himself out, didn't say he wants the job. Anything can happen. At 7:30 today, I'll be taking a look at last night's game in Finland, giving the verdict on England's performance in the 3-1 victory.
Well, victory for England, but they're second to Greece in their Nations League group. Greece beat England 2-1 on Thursday and got the better of the Republic of Ireland in Athens to maintain their 100%.
International roundup Grealish on target in England win. Jack Grealish was on target for England as the Three Lions bounced back from defeat against Greece with a 3-1 win over Finland. The City winger, who had previously scored just twice in his first 36 England appearances, made it 2 goals in 3 England games under the interim stewardship of Lee Carsley. Impressive throughout, Grealish opened the scoring on 18 minutes, sliding home an angled shot after excellent work by Angel Gomez. Grealish was one of 3 City players named in the Nations League clash at the Helsinki Olympic Stadium. John Stones retained his place in the back 4, while Kyle Walker was recalled to the starting 11, earning a 91st cap for his country. Phil Foden and Rico Lewis both had to be content with a place on the subs bench, as was EDS youngster Tom Galvez, currently on loan with Austrian side LASK for Finland. Carsley made 6 changes in all, with the 2-1 loss to Greece still fresh in the mind. Selecting a more tried and trusted lineup, the Three Lions controlled most of the first half, with a wonderful last-ditch block from Stones on 7 minutes denying the Finns after just 7 minutes. There were half chances at either end, but England only had Grealish's goal to show for their efforts going into the break. Walker linked well with former teammate Cole Palmer on 51 minutes, but the City captain's low cross was scrambled clear to Palmer, whose low shot was easily gathered by Lucas Radecki. 6 minutes later, Fredrik Jensen blasted over from point-blank range with the goal at his mercy as a low cross came in from Keskinen. In spite of that flurry of action, it was a largely colourless second period, with Grealish busy on the left and Stones and Walker solid and businesslike throughout. The game, as a contest, was sealed by superb free kick from Trent Alexander-Arnold on 74 minutes, with the Liverpool defender curling a powerful shot into the top left corner from 20 yards out. Foden and Lewis were introduced on 79 minutes, taking the City contingent to 5 for the minutes that remained. Arsenal's Declan Rice wrapped up proceedings on 84 minutes as he poked home Ollie Watkins' cross at the near post to make it 3-0, though Arta Hoskonen pulled one back for the Finns 3 minutes later to give the home fans something to cheer. Speaking after the game, Grealish said, "We could have had a few more, but it was difficult at times. The goal came from the manager letting us play with that freedom. I play with Angel Gomez in training and I know what a top player he is. The celebration was for my little daughter. I joked to Trent Alexander-Arnold before the free-kick score, 'This I will give you 500 quid,' and he slapped it in top bin. They'll have to give him it now." And on Lee Carsley's prospects of taking the England job permanently, Grealish added, "Whatever happens with the England manager, people will always say negative stuff. Before, people were crying out for all attacking players to play and it didn't work. I don't get it, it can happen in games. I love coming here, he is a top manager and I love playing for him."